Welcome back to Parsha and Pairing at Kosherwine.com with David and Isaac. We're back again together. And this week's Parsha is Parshas Mishpatim. Pretty exciting. We have here the Human Touch by Yaacov Oryah, which is a great wine. But let's get into the Parsha for a second. Parshas Mishpatim deals with a lot of human interaction. Some of it not so great, theft, damages, sometimes even more than that. But on the other hand, there is a very, very positive aspect to some of the mitzvot that are found in Parshas Mishpatim. 53 of them, to be exact, by the way.
Second to most, or is it the most?
I don't think it's the most. I think Kitetse is the most, but this is certainly is almost 10%. Yeah, it's like 8 or 9%. So one of the mitzvot that we're given in this week's Parsha is the commandment to lend money, but not just lend money without interest, which is discussed by the Mevushal as being not just a charity or a tzedakah, but it's the highest form of tzedakah, which is really interesting because what does it do? It allows someone to get access to the funds that they need, but save their face and their dignity in terms of instead of having to beg for it, they're given to it and treated more like a mensch. And so the human touch from Yaacov Oryah is really, really it really represents this week's Parsha, not just in the negative aspects of human relationships, but also tells us about the positive aspects and how if you see that your friend or your brother or your countryman is sitting there and is down on his luck, you're able to extend your hand and lift him up with the help of the free loan.
Perfect.
Let's taste the wine.
Yeah, so Yad Adam, which translates to human touch. All right, this is a wine from Yaacov Oryah, and I'm not sure, we're late to recording this week, and I'm not sure when this is going to get posted, but we have a bunch of Yaacov Oryah events coming up, so it also works out, and I know you chose this wine way before we had the events planned, so it all works out, ties in nicely. As you say in Yiddish, leben mit der Zeiten, we're living with the times. All right, so this is a wine. It's actually quite interesting because it's got a blend that's unique. You don't kind of see this type of blend. You have Syrah, you have Merlot, you have Grenache, you have Mourvedre. So it's got some of the Rhone aspects. It's that you find in a GSM. You have some of the other Mediterranean like Mourvedre, right? So GSM, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. But then you also have the Merlot, which is more of a Bordeaux varietal. So I guess it's Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, and then plus Merlot.
So it's GSMM.
GSM squared. So it's interesting, and GSM works, right? It's a common blend. Throwing in the Merlot, Merlot will give you a bit more of the darker fruits,
a little more body.
Yeah, and it's medium bodied. It's pretty medium, middle of the road. But let's see. It will lift up the rest of the blend. So let's give it a try. There we go.
Amen.
So even on the color, it's a bit light, and that's consistent and not uncommon in Rhone wines. The Merlot still didn't elevate and darken that color, so it's still like a medium,
I would definitely say it's definitely more of a medium color.
Pale to medium, yeah. It's you can kind of see right through your glass. And on the palate, though, you're getting those berry notes that are coming from that Grenache. You're getting a little bit hint of that spice coming from the Syrah. The Mourvedre's not really stepping in yet, and Mourvedre's an interesting varietal because it gives you earthy notes. Some people say charcuterie, animal. Sometimes that's aligned with a smokiness. That's something that you get usually as wine ages. It's part of tertiary aromas and flavors. I'm not quite getting any of that kick from the Mourvedre. And percentage-wise, it's 13%, so it makes it the least of the blend. But overall, delicious, approachable wine, easy to drink, and definitely can age a bit. And
so you think the Mourvedre will start to emerge even further down? This is a 2021 already. and it should develop even further.
But right now you're getting tons of fruit. You're getting like the berries, and you're getting like some of that merlot, like some of the darker fruits in there as well.
What would you think to pair this with?
I wish I had Hoodie's menu in front of me and look at all his dishes and what it will pair with perfectly. This is some lighter meats.
Good.
So you could do like a brisket depending on how it's prepared. You could do lamb depending how that's prepared. So this is not going to be this huge wine that stands up to like very overpowering flavors. But it's definitely got that acidity to it, which will cut through like fat or some of those like some of a richness.
A shoulder lamb chop.
Perfect.
Done.
Shoulder lamb chop it is. L'chaim.